the fake news, by the way, they hate this, and they ignored it. They tried on the Sunday shows to talk about everything else but this, giving Joe Biden credit for infrastructure and really saying horrible things about anybody who opposed that particular bill.
An ugly backlash.
Traitor. That's what you are. You're a piece of traitor.
Conservative voters sending profanity-laced messages to Republicans simply for voting for President Biden's infrastructure bill.
Voted for dumb.
So why the anger over the kind of bill, infrastructure, roads and bridges, that normally produces bipartisan support?
Ooh, profanity on a voicemail. Oh, only Republicans do that. It happens all the time, every day. It's not nice, but the far left does it. The right, it's a fact. Joe Biden said, actually, that's part of the process, man. That's just part of the process. Hey, there are a lot of reasons to be opposed to the infrastructure bill. There's all kinds of pork. Joe Biden has never shown himself to be responsible with anybody's money. And there are legitimate reasons. It's not just bridges and roads, Chuck Todd. You can pretend that it is, but it's not. It's not. There's a lot of junk in there. But Joe Biden got to sign it. And when he signed it, you might see Kamala Harris back there somewhere. And that's interesting because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, by numerous reports, are not getting along. It's all over the place. Major friction between the vice president and the president. Everybody's talking about it. Quite frankly, no surprise. No surprise whatsoever. First, Kamala Harris. I mean, she's probably tricky to have around any office. Just listen to her.
Okay.
I mean, the nervous laughter at inappropriate occasions, it's just that's always been odd. But the Biden people have looked at her when they've given her assignments and they realize, yikes, we have a problem here. Now, they were totally spooked in Biden world when she sat down with Lester Holt not too long after getting the border job and signaling to the world that she's not a serious person.
Just quickly put a button.
Okay.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
At some point, you know, we are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
How can she not understand the point? She got a big job. She's not doing it. And look, there are ways to get out of a situation like that. You don't just laugh and try to charm the guy who's talking to you. She did. It didn't work. So there's a lot of buyer's remorse. I mean, they could have found another woman of color, actually. Would have been hard, but they could have done that. In the meantime, we're hearing that Jill Biden really resents her for the way she treated Joe back in 2019, I think.
So that's where the federal government must step in. That's why we have the Voting Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act. That's why we need to pass the Equality Act. That's why we need to pass the ERA, because there are moments in history where states fail to preserve the civil rights of all people.
I have supported the ERA from the very beginning when I ran
Vice President Biden, 30 seconds.
The last time somebody talked to me the way Kamala is talking to Joe happened in boot camp. And I still, quite frankly, don't like that drill instructor. I have a feeling this is a really messy and ugly relationship, and I don't know how it's going to end.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.